Question 1. Which prophet predicted that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem? A. Isaiah. B. Micah. C. Jeremiah. D. Hosea. The right answer is letter B, Micah. Micah 5, 2 prophecies that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem, the same town where King David was born. Question 2. Which prophet described the Messiah as being despised and rejected by men? A. Ezekiel. B. Zechariah. C. Isaiah. D. Amos. The right answer is letter C, Isaiah. In Isaiah 53:3, Isaiah foretells the Messiah's rejection and sorrow despite his great purpose. Question 3. Who foretold that the Messiah would come riding on a donkey, bringing peace to Jerusalem? A. Isaiah. B. Jeremiah. C. Zechariah. D. Joel. The right answer is letter C, Zechariah. Zechariah 9 predicts that the Messiah would come riding humbly on a donkey, and this was fulfilled in Jesus' triumphal entry. Question 4. In which book is the prophecy about the Messiah's bones not being broken? A. Psalms. B. Isaiah. C. Jeremiah. D. Daniel. The right answer is letter A, Psalms. Psalm 34:20 foretells that not one of the Messiah's bones would be broken, fulfilled during the crucifixion of Jesus. Question 5. Which prophet prophesied that the Messiah would suffer silently, like a lamb led to the slaughter? A. Ezekiel. B. Isaiah. C. Amos. D. Zechariah. The right answer is letter B, Isaiah. In Isaiah 53:7, Isaiah compares the Messiah's silent suffering to a lamb led to the slaughter, indicating his humility. Question 6. Who foretold that the Messiah would be a descendant of King David? A. Amos. B. Joel. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. The right answer is letter D, Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 23:5, Jeremiah foretells that the Messiah would come from David's lineage, fulfilling God's covenant with David. Question 7. In which book is the prophecy of the Messiah being betrayed for 30 pieces of silver? A. Ezekiel. B. Amos. C. Hosea. D. Zechariah. The right answer is letter D, Zechariah. Zechariah 11:12-13 predicts the Messiah's betrayal for 30 pieces of silver, which was later fulfilled by Judas Iscariot. Question 8. Which prophet said that a virgin would conceive and give birth to a son called Emmanuel? A. Hosea. B. Isaiah. C. Micah. D. Malachi. The right answer is letter B, Isaiah. Isaiah 7:14 prophesies that a virgin would give birth to a son called Emmanuel, meaning God with us. Question 9. Who prophesied that the Messiah would be a light to the Gentiles? A. Isaiah. B. Jeremiah. C. Joel. D. Zechariah. The right answer is letter A, Isaiah. In Isaiah 42:6, Isaiah foretells that the Messiah would be a light to the Gentiles, bringing salvation to all nations. Question 10. In which psalm is the prophecy about the Messiah's hands and feet being pierced? A. Psalm 16. B. Psalm 22. C. Psalm 31. D. Psalm 51. The right answer is letter B, Psalm 22. Psalm 22:16 predicts that the Messiah's hands and feet would be pierced, foreshadowing Jesus' crucifixion. Curious to see how well you can handle these questions on Messianic Prophecies? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on future quizzes. Question 11. Which prophet predicted that the Messiah would be anointed by the Spirit to preach good news to the poor? A. Hosea. B. Ezekiel. C. Zechariah. D. Isaiah. The right answer is letter D, Isaiah. In Isaiah 61:1, Isaiah prophesies that the Messiah would be anointed to preach good news to the poor and proclaim freedom for captives. Question 12. Which prophet foretold that the Messiah would bring an everlasting kingdom and rule with justice and righteousness? A. Joel. B. Jeremiah. C. Daniel. D. Amos. The right answer is letter C, Daniel. In Daniel 7:14, Daniel prophesies that the Messiah would receive an everlasting kingdom and rule with justice. Question 13. In which book is the prophecy about the Messiah being a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek? A. Psalms. B. Isaiah. C. Ezekiel. D. Micah. The right answer is letter A, Psalms. Psalm 110:4 declares that the Messiah would be a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. indicating his eternal priesthood. Question 14. Which prophet described the Messiah as the Son of Righteousness, who would rise with healing in his wings? A. Micah. B. Zechariah. C. Joel. D. Malachi. The right answer is letter D, Malachi. Malachi 4:2 describes the Messiah as the Son of Righteousness, rising with healing in his wings, symbolizing renewal and hope. Question 15. Which prophet foretold that the Messiah would be buried in a rich man's tomb after his death? A. Ezekiel. B. Jeremiah. C. Isaiah. D. Amos. The right answer is letter C, Isaiah. In Isaiah 53:9, Isaiah prophesies that the Messiah would be buried in a rich man's tomb, fulfilled when Joseph of Arimathea buried Jesus. Question 16. In which book is the prophecy about the Messiah entering Jerusalem through the East Gate? A. Daniel. B. Ezekiel. C. Jeremiah. D. Malachi. The right answer is letter B, Ezekiel. Ezekiel 44:1-3 predicts that the Messiah would enter Jerusalem through the East Gate, which remains sealed today. Question 17. Who prophesied that the Messiah would be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace? A. Hosea. B. Isaiah. C. Micah. D. Amos. The right answer is letter B, Isaiah. Isaiah 9:6 describes the Messiah with these titles, symbolizing his divinity, authority, and care for his people. Question 18. Which prophet wrote that the Messiah would be cut off but not for himself, alluding to his sacrificial death? A. Ezekiel. B. Jeremiah. C. Zechariah. D. Daniel. The right answer is letter D, Daniel. In Daniel 9:26, Daniel prophesies that the Messiah would be cut off, but not for himself, pointing to his atoning death. Question 19. Which prophet foretold that the Messiah would set captives free and release prisoners from darkness? A. Isaiah. B. Joel. C. Jeremiah. D. Amos. The right answer is letter A, Isaiah. In Isaiah 61:1, Isaiah speaks of the Messiah's mission to proclaim freedom for captives and release prisoners from darkness. Question 20. Who prophesied that the Messiah would be a servant who brings justice to the nations and does not falter or give up? A. Hosea. B. Joel. C. Isaiah. D. Micah. The right answer is letter C, Isaiah. Isaiah 42:1-4 describes the Messiah as a servant who will faithfully bring justice to the nations and will not falter. Question 21. Which book includes a prophecy that the Messiah would be a stone of stumbling to many in Israel? A. Ezekiel. B. Psalms. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. The right answer is letter C, Isaiah. In Isaiah 8:14, the Messiah is called a stone of stumbling to many, signifying the rejection he would face from Israel. Question 22. Which prophet declared that the Messiah would be betrayed by a close friend? A. Amos. B. Jeremiah. C. Joel. D. Zechariah. The right answer is letter D, Zechariah. Zechariah 13:6 indicates that the Messiah would be betrayed by a close friend, pointing to Jesus' betrayal by Judas Iscariot. Question 23. In which psalm is the prophecy that the Messiah's garments would be divided and lots cast for his clothing? A. Psalm 2. B. Psalm 16. C. Psalm 22. D. Psalm 32. The right answer is letter C, Psalm 22. Psalm 22:18 foretells that the Messiah's garments would be divided and lots cast for his clothing, which happened during Jesus' crucifixion. Question 24. Which prophet declared that the Messiah would be rejected by his people despite being sent to save them? A. Jeremiah. B. Amos. C. Hosea. D. Isaiah. The right answer is letter D, Isaiah. Isaiah 53:3 describes the Messiah as being despised and rejected by his own people, though he came to save them. Question 25. Who wrote that the Messiah would establish a new covenant with God's people, replacing the old one? A. Jeremiah. B. Daniel. C. Amos. D. Joel. The right answer is letter A, Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 31:31, Jeremiah prophesies a new covenant that the Messiah would establish, surpassing the old covenant. Thank you for participating in this quiz about Messianic prophecies in the Old Testament. How many did you answer correctly? Please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your score in the comments. We'll see you in the next video.